In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 11, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Rays vs. Los Angeles Angels. The Tampa Bay Rays wrap up a 3-game series with the Los Angeles Angels on Wednesday night as they continue their West Coast trip. The Rays have played extremely well on the trip and are right back in the thick of the American League East race, just behind the Yankees. The Rays are 6-1 in their last 7 in Game 3 of a series and 5-1 in their last 6 Wednesday games. The over is 5-2-1 in Tampa's last 8 versus a right-handed starter. Meanwhile, the Angels are 4-0 in their last 4 Wednesday games and 9-0 in their last 9 in Game 3 of a series. The Rays and Angels have both been among the 2 best teams in the American League in the early going this season. Both clubs feature dynamic offenses that rank inside the top 10 in runs scored. The Angels, especially, have excelled, ranked first in the league in home runs and team OPS. The Angels have cruised on their current homestand, going 4-1. They are 6-1 over their last 7 games and 12-6 at home this season. Look for the offense to stay hot even as they go up against a tough pitcher in McClanahan. Shohei Ohtani has been rolling on the mound of late and looks poised to continue his incredible run. Tampa has stumbled just a bit entering this game 0-3 in their last 3 games. Ohtani has had a couple of sketchy spots this season, but overall he's done well. In his last 3 games, Ohtani is 3-0 with just 2 earned runs in 18 innings on 12 hits and 2 walks. As for McClanahan, he's done pretty well lately himself with 7 earned and 17.1 innings over his last 3 starts. The Los Angeles Angels money line is our full game side pick. While Wednesday's showdown will feature 2 of the best strikeout pitchers in baseball, both have their work cut out for them trying to navigate potent and deep lineups. The pesky Rays continue to plug in effective pieces, ranking in the top 10 in batting average and OPS. This year it has been Manuel Margot who has raised his game. Ohtani has been dealing, but it's tough to keep this Rays offense down for long. On the other side, the Angels' offense has been surging since the start of the season, ranked 3rd in runs scored and 1st in OPS and home runs. Look for them to run into 1 or 2 McClanahan mistakes before doing more damage against the Tampa bullpen. The over is 5-1 in the Angels' last 6 games and 8-2-1 in the Rays' last 11. Don't automatically assume this will be a pitcher's duel. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Oakland Athletics vs. Detroit Tigers. 2 teams struggling through the early part of the season continued their 5-game series when the Oakland Athletics battled the Detroit Tigers in Detroit on Wednesday. Oakland is in last place in the American League West Division at 12-19, while the Tigers are in last place in the American League Central at 9-21. After a weird doubleheader day on Tuesday where each team had a turn being the home team, Wednesday night will be back to a normal home game for Tigers. It may be a normal game, but it will be far from a normal pitching matchup. The Athletics will have Zach Logg on the mound, and the Tigers will counter with Joey Wentz. If those names don't ring a bell, I would bet you aren't alone. Logg has 2 appearances on the year, only one of which was a start. His first appearance back in mid-April was also his first career appearance. That is also exactly what Wentz will be doing. Wednesday night will be his major league debut after being promoted in place of the injured Casey Mize. It's fair to say that not much should be expected from these youngsters, and neither team was forced to overextend their bullpens despite playing 2 games on Tuesday afternoon. As for the lineups, both teams strike out far too much, and they are the bottom 2 teams in terms of OPS. If it wasn't obvious already, this should not be the most thrilling game of night. However, the A's have shown some moments of brilliance against good teams this season, whereas the Tigers were among the first to reach 20 losses. It may not seem as though that should be the case with Javier Baez back healthy and an historically great hitter in Miguel Cabrera. Unfortunately for Detroit, Jonathan Scoop is in an epic slump and the lineup simply isn't deep enough. Oakland has had Tony Kemp and Sean Murphy carry them enough to even win a series against against the Rays. Look for Oakland's bats to do some damage the second time around the order and give themselves enough distance in a series that has produced a total of 13 runs between the two teams in 3 games thus far. The Oakland Athletics money line is our full game side pick. These two offenses rank in the bottom 5 in the league in runs scored and OPS, making it very difficult to trust them to produce runs on Wednesday night, despite the fact that both starting pitchers are unproven at the big league level. The rest of their respective pitching staffs have held up to this point, with the Athletics ranked 16th in team ERA and Detroit ranked 9th. Look for the bullpens to be heavily featured in this game, as both starters will be on a tight pitch count. The first 2 games have gone under in this series. For Detroit, they have played to the under in 7 straight games. Oakland has played to the under in 7 straight games as well. Ride the wave until these 2 lineups start to produce, and continue to expect these offenses to flounder. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox vs. Atlanta Braves. The Boston Red Sox won last night's series opener of this 2-game set by a final score of 9-4. The win improved the Red Sox record to 11-19 on the year, where they're still in last place in the American League East and trailing the Yankees by 10.5 games. As for the Atlanta Braves, they dropped to 14-17 on the season, and they're chasing the Mets in the National League East by 7 games. Boston is 53-22 in their last 75 games against the National League East and 2-7 in their last 9 road games, while the under is 4-0-1 in their last 5 games as an underdog. Atlanta is 1-5 in their last 6 games as a favorite and 6-16 in their last 22 games against the American League East, while the over is 4-1 in their last 5 games as a favorite. Ian Anderson hasn't allowed more than 2 earned runs over his last 4 starts this season. The right-hander is finding his footing as the year progresses, and I anticipate he will only get better. The Braves are the better offensive team so far this year, and they're also found some success against Nathan Eovaldi. It's a small sample size, but Atlanta is hitting .300 over 20 at-bats against the veteran hurler with 2 extra base hits. Darnaud is 3-9 against him with a pair of doubles, while Matt Olson is 1-4 and Marcell Ozuna is 1-1. I like Anderson to have a serviceable outing before handing it over to their stacked bullpen. The Boston Red Sox were swept in their previous series and lost 2 of 3 to the Los Angeles Angels in the series before that. They are struggling at the plate and relying too much on their bullpen. The Red Sox are one of the coldest teams in the league, and the Braves are just good enough to take them down. Ian Anderson will pitch well in this game, and the Braves won't have to rely on their bullpen. The Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. Neither Nathan Eovaldi or Ian Anderson have been dominant to start the 2022 campaign. Eovaldi is coming off of a start where he allowed 3 earned runs to the White Sox over 5 innings of work, while Anderson has a home ERA of 8.22 over 2 starts this year. I'm expecting quite a few runs in this matchup, as each team has the star power to deliver offensively. If for some reason the Braves struggle in the early going, look for them to make up for it later in the game against the 21st ranked bullpen in Boston. The Sox pen has a 4.07 ERA this season, and they've been prone to giving up late runs. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.